Hello, algebra students, and Mr. Lawrence here. We're going to learn how to create a box and whisker plot and talk about the data that is displayed. Seventh period, you got a little bit of this on Friday because you came in very prepared for that quiz. I'm very proud of you for having done your homework, and then that's why you got to use your worksheet. Some of my other classes, not so much. Kids chose to not finish the homework, chose to not watch the video, and they didn't know what they were doing, and it really showed on their quiz grades. Unfortunately, some of their grades dropped, but that wasn't really true of seventh period. So anyway, good job. I'm very proud of you. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is list my data in order. It looks like my smallest number is 16, then a 17, and then an 18. 16, 17, 18. And then I think I've got 21 as the next. 21 shows up twice. And it looks like 22 shows up twice. And it's a little bit of a long way to do this, but it works out pretty well. It makes it pretty simple. 23, okay, I think a 33 would be the next highest, right? And then a 40. And it looks like I got a 42. 44, 45, 42, 44, and 45. Okay, and 48 and 49 showing up twice. And then 55 and 62. 55 and 62. All right, so I didn't bother to count the data, but I'll count the members in the data now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the first thing I'm going to do to find my box and whisker is I'm going to break this data up evenly. If there's 17 pieces of data, that means the ninth piece is going to be the median. So I'm going to need 8 on each side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So there's going to be my median. My median is going to be 40. And now I'm going to find the median of the first half of the data. Well, if there's 8 pieces of data, looks like it's going to be right there. Well, that's a 21. Okay, now I find the median here, which looks like it's going to be a 48.5. And if you can't tell just by looking at it, you can average 48 plus 49 divide by 2. Okay, I could have done that here because I didn't hit a number, but 21 plus 21 divided by 2 has got to be 21. Has to be. All right, now my whiskers are out here. So I'm going to draw the box like this, and then I draw my whiskers. Now, I don't like this box and whisker plot. I wouldn't submit it as an answer. I don't like it because, you know, the range from here is 19, but the range from here is only 8.5, right? 8.5, and this is 19. This one's more than twice as long as that one, but they look like they're the same size. So I don't like the way this is organized. Similarly with the range from here to here only being 5, and the range from here to here being way more than 5, 12, and maybe 13.5, I think. So almost triple, more than 2. All right, so here's what I do. Now that I've got these important pieces of information, I've got the lower extreme is 16. First quartile, right? The first quartile. What's this number here? Because I'm breaking the data up into fourths. Do you see the fourths? Let's see. First quartile is here, the second quartile is here, the third, fourth, or quartile is there, and then the fifth quartile is here. Okay, and so the first quartile is the number that marks that boundary, and that looks like it's 21, right there, see? Okay, the median is the middle number of the data, and this one it's 40. The third quartile is 48.5, And then the upper extreme, or the maximum value, upper extreme, is going to be 62. All right, so here's what I'm going to do to make it look better. I know I'm going from 16 to 62, so I'm going to kind of do a number line thing here. And I'm going to try to divide it out as evenly as possible. And so maybe I'm going to put 10 here. Okay. All right, so on the number line, that's going to be 10. Now, I'm going to, I can probably go 2 on that. Let's see, that'll be, that'll be 20. All right. And then if sorry this is taking so long, I should have set this up ahead of time. But I'm just trying to show you how I'm going to space it out evenly. Yeah, I like that one. All right. So that'd be 20, 30, 40. Okay. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and maybe I'll go one more. These won't be in your picture, I just have them there to help me do my spacing evenly. All right, so I'm going, that distance is approximately 10 units, right? See how I did that? Okay, and so 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. And so I don't need my line to be quite so long on the paper. So maybe I'll shrink it down a little bit, like that. All right, now I'm going to put this important information on the picture. So I'm going to need my lower extreme to be at 16. Well, 15 would be smack in the middle of 10 and 20, so 16 is going to be right about there, right? And then 21 is just going to be a little bit past, and that's going to be the start of the box. I probably should even move that a little bit closer, more like that. Okay, now I need to put my median in. My median goes at 40, so it's right there. And then my third quartile goes at 48, so it's going to be getting close to 50, maybe that big of a gap.
Please excuse this interruption.
Sorry about the interruption.
At dismissal, students that normally ride bus 57, you will be going home on bus 38.
There, except
again,
that's going to be the point. That's going to be the end of my
students that ride 57,
so
you will be going home on bus 38 and on time.
Okay, so you see what I'm doing here? Okay, now I'm going to make my box. I'm going to connect this to this, and that to that, and that to that, and that to that. And here, oh, and I got to connect my whiskers, don't I? So, let me do this. And I guess I'll shift that to red. Make it all red. Okay. All right. That's way too long, so I got to shrink them down. All right, so there's my box and whisker in red, and you notice now, I'll color in the quartiles, it looks pretty balanced, okay? So my first quartile is here, so the first 25% of data is from that whisker to the start. The next 25% of the data is right here, okay, from 21 to 30. Then I have this here, okay, the third 25. Oh, silly me, silly Mr. Lawrence. That's over there, but that's not going to work, so I'll have to redo that. And that's not going to work. I fooled myself, sorry about that. I need to go from here, median, not to that black mark, and then from here to there. And then finally, the last 25% of the data is this part here. So there is a box and whisker. Now the range of the data goes from 16 to 62. So the range is going to be 46, right? Okay, now the inner quartile range would be the 2 inner quarters, right? And that would be from 21 to 48 and a half. So the inner quartile range is going to be 27 and a half. Okay, that's the distance from the start of the second set of data, second 25% of the data, to the end of the third set 25% of the data, from the first quartile to the third quartile, right in there. Okay, so we're going to get some practice at making box and whiskers on Monday, so you can watch this again if you need to. Mr. Lawrence signing off. Have a good night, everybody.